We are experiencing some extraordinary times with COVID-19 and stay-at-home orders. So for everyone's safety, interviews and segments that I've had scheduled have been postponed. So get ready. The Casey Malone Show is digging into its archives and bringing you some of our greatest hits. Enjoy, stay positive, and then I'll be working on some new recipes and lining up some new segments. And we will be back with you very soon with some new programming. Please stay safe. Closed captioning for The Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today I prepare Key West lime margarita pie. It's so easy and refreshing. We also visit the 9/11 Memorial Park in Austintown. But first, John and Marlene, the artists at Abstract Stained Glass. Well, this is going to be a very bright and colorful segment. We're at Abstract Stained Glass here in Liberty with John Falaboda. He and his wife Marlene are the owners and the artists. And I met John a few years ago at the Butler, and I bought a couple of his pieces. They were the, the window stained glass pieces, but you really have some really serious pieces that you have created too.
Yes, we did a 4x8 window in abstract for a couple in Columbus, Ohio. I says, no way am I going to be able to take it down there and install it, right? Other than a lot more money. So I boxed it all up, he came and got it.
Now, you started out working with the FAA.
Yes.
And when you retired, this was...
Yes.
Why abstract glass, or why stained glass, rather?
Well, the whole story is my wife was into every known hobby to man. I mean, she did everything. I didn't know anything, so I figured, well, I'll do stained glass. And I actually forbid her
from attending the class.
Yeah. I didn't want her to learn stained glass because I figured she's going to show me up.
You have a kiln, so does it need heated?
No, it doesn't.
Once
it's all soldered together, well, that's for fusing stuff like this.
Oh, I love this. Yeah. Now, this is one of your original designs.
Yes.
So this isn't stain. I mean, this is actually fusion. And then this piece, too. Could I bring this over?
Yeah, that's fused.
I mean, I love this.
That has a black back, okay, which this acrylic is patterns on there. And what we do is cut a piece of clear glass on here and we fuse it together. That takes 24 hours to fuse it together to protect the diacrylic so it doesn't scratch. And then the next step, we put it in a
How do you
mold.
get like that hologram of colors though? Like how do you get
We buy the glass like that. We have a lot of jewelry that's using this.
Who has the better ideas, you or Marlene, when it comes to
jewelry? She does the jewelry, yeah.
And then where does your
I don't do anything. I just walk around.
Boss everybody around. Wow, that is awesome.
But now you can see the difference between that plate and that one.
Same glass, but this is black.
With the black background.
And that's blue.
Yeah. Wow, I mean, this has a lot more depth.
When you do something like that picture there, there's 3 layers of glass.
I mean,
so you can get a different color from the background. Each color changes the one in front of it slightly, so you can vary your color. That one actually has this, with the flowers, has twigs in it between 2 pieces of glass, so that it looks like a tree. This is flux. When you do copper repair, they always,
Is it like a glue?
No, it's like an acid.
Oh.
You could use lemon juice, vinegar, or this flux is much better. And since it's liquid, it transfers heat real well. Yeah, and that's all it's to it.
Wow. So you do pieces like this is going to be a personal one for your granddaughter.
Right.
But then when do you get your inspiration? When do you think, your next custom piece will be?
I let our customers decide that. In fact, Thursday morning I'm going to Canfield and she wants 2 side lights made on either side of the door. So I'll go there, make all the measurements, and if she doesn't have an idea, I'll tell her to get online and look at stained glass
things.
and pick out what you like, and that's what we do.
So you do a lot of custom work now.
Yes.
Is that really?
Mainly our custom work. We do more kitchen cabinets than anything else.
Oh yeah, that's really.
where they take out the wood and we put in a glass form. And
Yeah.
Because there's so many things here.
And we're
So
the
many
cheapest
things.
around. Oh, wait a minute. We're the only ones around.
You're the only one. Why does this appeal to you? Like, of all the things, because, John made it clear that you've taken on a lot of other projects and hobbies and interests.
you can take and cut a piece of glass and have it not come out right or break wrong.
Yes.
But you still have a nice piece of glass for another project. When I was doing my woodwork, if I ruined a nice piece of wood, I was out that nice piece of wood.
Yeah. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor. In bringing you the local flavor of the region, I have many friends that own and work in restaurants, bars, and taverns. During this COVID-19 crisis, I'm asking that you support them through carry-out orders. On WFMJ.com, there is a complete listing on the restaurant carry-out and delivery guide. Your continued support of these businesses is necessary to ensure that they will be here for us when this crisis is over.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bernard. I've been giving the people of our valley free advice for over 30 years, and my message has never changed. If you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, don't try to handle it yourself. Call a lawyer. A lawyer will be your representative, dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the red tape that you may face. Hiring a lawyer doesn't mean you'll end up in court, and remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases.
That's good advice. Need a lawyer? Learn more at elizabethbernardlaw.com.
R&S Paint is a locally owned paint store and not a paint department. Inspiration comes easy when choosing exciting Benjamin Moore colors and finish. Over 3,400 vibrant and durable colors are yours at R&S Paint.
Mayflower Woolham is your full-service, independent insurance agency. We work with several insurance companies to offer you choices for your insurance needs. We'll find the right product at the right price. Personal, business, farm, life, trust Mayflower Woolham. You focus on what's important, we'll take care of the details. Mayflower Woolham, close by with 3 locations to serve you.
Rulli Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old World Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Island Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living.
Si hablas predominantemente español, te ayudaremos a aprender inglés. Ven a trabajar para nosotros.
I am not a very good baker at all, but when I find an easy recipe with very few ingredients that are basically foolproof, I all of a sudden am a really good baker. You are going to love this recipe. Do you like key lime pie? I love key lime pie. And you know, key limes aren't always readily available. You know, the little teeny limes that you'll see in different seasons in the grocery store. But I've discovered a key lime juice that is available 365 days a year. It is Nellie and Joe's. It is 100% key lime juice. It is delicious, it is tart, and it is a perfect substitute for fresh limes. So you can enjoy key lime pie any time of year, not just when key limes are in season. I have dressed up this recipe a little bit, added some tequila, because I really don't like it sweet. I like it more on the tart, and I think it adds to the citrus. And I've messed with the recipe just a little bit that's on the back of this bottle. And we are now going to enjoy my creation. Let's go over the ingredient list. For this Key West lime margarita pie, you'll need one 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, 1/2 cup of Nellie and Joe's Key West lime juice or fresh squeezed, 3 egg yolks, grated zest from 2 limes, 1/4 cup tequila, and 1 9-inch graham cracker crust. This is very easy, very little preparation is needed. Now I do like to tone down the sweetness. I really like a limey key lime pie. And before I bake or add anything to my pre-made crust, how easy is that? I just add a little bit of salt. I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees. Now we'll take a can of sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to use this little handy dandy spatula for my chopper. It seems to scrape all of the contents of the can out. All right, so that's in the bowl. Now we are going to add our 1/2 cup of the key lime juice, 1/4 cup of tequila, another sweetness cutter, 3 egg yolks. Use the egg whites the next day and make yourself a nice healthy omelet with egg whites. And last but not least, get out your handy dandy microplane and just zest 1 lime, and then the other lime zest we'll use when it's finished before serving. And you can use the regular, blender that you have, hand mixer, but I'm just going to use my immersion blender because all you want to do is really combine these. It's not like you have to blend it for a long time. You just want to quickly combine it. After mixing, if you see a lot of air bubbles in this batter, just mix it lightly with your spoon or spatula and they'll fall right out because you just don't want to have a lot of big bubbles in your pie when you go to bake it. All right, so I've stirred out any air bubbles that were really big because it just makes for an unattractive pie. That's it. Now I will pour this into the graham cracker crust and make sure you try to get every last drop out. Oh my goodness, does this look good? Now what I'm going to do is take this, I'm going to put it in my oven for 17 minutes. That's it, 17 minutes. After 17 minutes, I pull the pie out. It's still a little jiggly in the center, so just let it sit at room temperature and cool for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then, because I have a pre-made crust, it comes with this handy dandy dome. Cover it, put it in your refrigerator for at least a few hours. Overnight's great, and then we will get it ready to plate. So here is our finished product. Please let it chill at least a few hours. I like it to chill at least overnight if possible. And then prior to serving, take your other key lime and grate the entire outside of it on top of the pie. Isn't that a beautiful presentation? Now look at how beautiful and fresh this pie is. Now I don't think it needs any whipped cream topping, but if you'd like to kick it up a notch, you can make your own. Or again, nothing's wrong with Ready Whip. There we go, and just add a little to the top before serving. And this is so easy, so delicious, you will wow and astound your friends and family. Look at that, beautiful. I love this. This is my new go-to dessert. You are going to love this. Go to my website, caseymalonесhow.com, and look for my Key West Lime Margarita Pie. You will satisfy all of your guests. Delicious. But it's served with it, you don't need anything. It's already got the tequila in it. Cheers. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
To own a business where your name's on the window can be pretty cool. That's my family. My name is Danny Catullo, and I'm the owner of Catullo Prime Meats. My grandfather started the business in 1962. I was able to take our old style butcher shop and bring it out to the new age using e-commerce to get our products to more customers. When we started shipping, there was not a ton of information out there. That's where we really worked with FedEx so they could be able to help us with our perishable shipping. We were taking on new purchases that we never had to make before. Boxes, coolers, ice packs, anything that was involved around shipping. So we can no longer do this with the cash that we had on hand. So because of the Plum Card from American Express and all of its benefits, it was a natural fit to help grow our business. And when someone calls and lets you know that you made their dinner, that's satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else.
My basement was dreadful. Cracked concrete, chipped tiles, it was my dumping ground. Carpet, vinyl, wood don't last. Now I have Pebblestone, the best basement floor covering, made with natural stone and the strongest man-made binder. Pebblestone evened out my floor. Easy to clean, resists moisture, and withstands flooding. You will love your basement. Call locally owned Pebblestone, the best flooring system. It's not just any stone, it's Pebblestone.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
There's a new standard in assisted living.
One that combines comfort, luxury, convenience, and the highest quality expert care.
Your loved ones can experience it now in Canfield's premier senior living location.
The Inn at Ironwood offers fine dining and amenities such as a concierge, salon, housekeeping, and laundry services.
And a truly elegant setting in Canfield.
Call us for more information or visit us and take a tour.
The Inn at Ironwood, Canfield's premier senior living location.
Selling engagement rings never gets old. It's love.
It's a huge on-taping because they're going to wear that ring probably forever, but if they're not going to wear it forever, they're going to pass it down to somebody.
Our rings will hold a lifetime, and we want to make sure it does. We stand by every single thing that we sell. I believe I can find the perfect ring. I really try to get them exactly what she would want.
And to just be a little part of that is really, it warms your heart inside.
Get real, get Kamara.
I am here with Rude the Dude from the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. Rain, nor snow, nor coronavirus is going to keep the Magic Tree from serving you.
Yeah, Casey, we're staying positive through this whole thing. You know, we're offering 41 craft beers to go in our growlers, our crowlers. We still have your local beers to go. We have wine to go. We're going to be open every day 11 to 8. We have 20% off for EMTs, first responders, hospital workers, gift card specials. You spend $50, get 10 free, 100, get 25 free. We also offering free kids meals with every adult purchase. So we're just basically trying to support everybody who supported us over the past, support the other local restaurants and bars also.
That's right. Just go to their Facebook page and you will see what is available each and every day. They've always supported the community, and now it's time for the community to support the local restaurants. Just come to the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery for takeout.
Is it time to update your color style? R&S Paint will assist you with your choice of over 3,400 Benjamin Moore colors. Vibrant, durable, and easy to apply. Be current, be stylish. Shop R&S Paint.
Well, this segment has been a long time in the making. Almost daily, I drive down Raccoon Road here in Austintown by the 9/11 Memorial Park. And Pat Connolly, who the overseer of all things here at the park and really the one who got it together, every time I run into you, said, when are you gonna come visit me? When are we gonna do a show on this? So I finally made it here, and I just think, you really spurred everyone into action and got this whole park going. And why did you find that to be so important to honor the victims of 9/11?
Well, I'm asked that question a lot. Did I know anybody or have any relatives? And my answer was always the same. I knew every one of them. They were all Americans. And I figured I had to do something, At that time I felt everybody was mad, angry, you felt a lot of different things, and I just took it upon myself. I said, we're gonna do something, That was the only way I could give back.
How long did it take for you to put this plan into action after September 11th?
Well, what I did for a year, I didn't talk to nobody about it. I visited about 50 communities. I knew I wanted to build a memorial. And I found out that almost every community, I'd say 99% of them had a gazebo. And they had a little memorial of some type for the war victims, policemen, firemen. And I would go and I'd ask the township trustees or whatever, how did you do it? What did it take? And they all basically had the same story. You had to go get the community involved, funds. I found out that bricks were one way of getting some money, but the main thing was a piece of property.
Yes.
And that's where I run into a little bit of a problem. I got this land through the township by Lisa Oles. And if it wasn't for Lisa, I don't know where I would have been or where I'd have went. And when she first brought me down here, I just looked around. I mean, you were looking at just a field here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the first thing I said to myself, this is kind of big, So I'll use part of it. Well, it turned out that we used every inch, and I'm glad it ain't twice as big or we'd still be going.
Well, when you enter the park, the first thing you see are beams from the World Trade Center. Mm-hmm. I mean, and what you say they go down almost 8 more feet to secure them.
Yeah, they're down 8 feet. The iron workers did all the work for us. They took it over to their shop over there in the Borman and welded it all together and brought it over here. And
how did you acquire this?
Good question. I'll make it short. It took 2.5 years to get these. We finally went up to JFK Airport. They have 2 hangars up there that has everything from the World Trade Center in it. They're gigantic, and I was fortunate enough to get these 2.
The chapel is really lovely. I mean, this is a really nice addition. And you told me how many weddings have taken place here?
29. Not all in the chapel, but there have been 29 here. A couple went in the gazebo, but 29, we're up to 29.
And why the chapel? What made you want to erect that?
I just felt with a memorial, there had to be a place to make peace, or if you wanted to pray, that a chapel would be
for
appropriate.
Meditation, yes. And this pagoda honors those that were on Flight 93.
It's we have the names down here of each passenger that was on the plane that day. Let's Roll was supposed to be Supposed to be the last thing that was said by Bremer. So,
and then what is
we
in
have,
the urn?
We have soil for where Flight 93, where the plane went down. I acquired this from one of the ambassadors down there.
So you have beams from the World Trade Center, you have the soil from the field in Pennsylvania, and you also got the Pentagon.
You got stones from the Pentagon.
You are like a professional. Now, how did you go about acquiring these stones?
That's a story
brick and
itself.
mortar.
Yeah, this, believe it or not, this stone here weighs over 200 pounds. I know it don't look it, but it does.
Now the gazebo is shaped
Pentagonal shape. Good Pentagon.
So that's really what you need. You need money and you need volunteers to keep this going.
It takes a lot to, keep the park, keep it up. And we can always use donations. The rule I made here was no politics. None. I don't care if you're my brother or who you are, you mention politics, you're finished at the memorial. Because I haven't seen anything that politics hasn't ruined. I don't accept federal money, no state money, no township money, and no Mahoney County money. Because then from what I've seen a lot of times, then they feel like they own it, or they own part of it. And nobody owns this but the people. And that's the way it'll always be.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.